Hey, what's going on, everyone? Today I'm going to be talking about Maul Shadow Lord. This is the latest Star Wars project from creator Dave Filoni, and the first Star Wars project to come out after Dave Filoni had taken over Lucasfilm. So with the brand being a mess, this is a chance for Dave to come out with something and show what he's going to do differently with the brand of Star Wars to show that it is going to be a little bit better moving forward. And is it going to make fans happy? I can only give you my own opinion on the show, and that's what you'll see here, and I won't spoil anything along the way. We've had Darth Maul in multiple iterations, I suppose, whether it's the Phantom Menace, the Clone Wars, Star Wars Rebels, Solo, a Star Wars Story. Sam Witwer has voiced Maul for most of those projects, but I gotta say, going into this one, I was a little concerned because I was getting a little bit of Maul fatigue. I think we've had a lot of the character, and it's kind of one of those things of where else can you go with him? And this show is trying to lead up to the events of Rebels, so it really takes place between Clone Wars and Rebels. That said, we never had a dedicated Maul project on the screen, so it was going to be interesting to see how they navigated this. The trailers didn't get me too excited, but this show shut me up like right off the bat in the first episode. Basically, we are following Maul as he is seemingly building his own little spice empire, getting involved with the criminal underground and causing a mess there, and as he gets a couple of gangsters to turn on each other by manipulating their deal, a character named Lawson comes in to investigate what's going on and really kind of just discovers more than he had ever anticipated, dark secrets of the Force and all sorts of really cool mythical shit that I think a lot of us Star Wars fans just really love to chew on. And right off the bat, the show just has this great balance of fun and storytelling, which is what I think Star Wars used to be really great at. And it really felt like putting on a comfortable shoe right off the bat. Like I felt like I was back in Star Wars, and that is a big deal. Like that's no easy feat, and the show keeps that same intrigue throughout. I think the animation in the series is absolutely stunning and beautiful as well, by the way. Let me throw that out there. There were times that I just forgot I was watching an animated thing. Not only is that because of the animation, but that's also because of the fantastic writing on this series. Whoever was in charge of dialogue here did a phenomenal job, and no offense, it didn't sound like Dave Filoni's dialogue. I just think that it really stood out here, and the show is still keeping that punchier Filoni fun in Star Wars and George Lucas fun, really, to be honest with you. And it's doing so while touching on bigger issues that we can relate to in our real world, and I think that the show was just an overall win as a Star Wars fan. And Sam Witwer being involved as a producer this time around, I think really shows. I know that he just loves this character and loves Star Wars backwards and forth, and I think that he might have had some influence on where the show went, not to take any credit away from Dave Filoni, who does deserve his flowers here for greenlighting the show, bringing it to light. I love that. By the end of this series, you really just cannot wait for the second season of this thing. You want to see more. There are other characters to support Maul, which is why this really works. There is Devin. Bagnor Mora as Lawson is a great new character as well. Oh my gosh, like one of the standouts, and it's got all sorts of different characters in here that you can really attach to, and it really made Darth Maul scary again. I think that's a point that I wanted to bring up. Like when I was a kid and I saw Darth Maul in the Phantom Menace, like he was a scary dude, and this kind of brings that back, that intimidation level that we haven't really seen in Maul in a little while. So hats off to the show for everything. Its darkness, its storytelling, its balance of the fun adventure with the story. I'm so blown away by it, honestly, and it's the type of Star Wars that we need more of. I really almost did not have a major issue with the series. There's a couple times it goes for that goofy joke and it doesn't really work out, but you kind of understand it's kind of leaning toward kids and those elements of it. It is trying to be for everybody, and I do admire that. Looking back on the series in retrospect, the second episode doesn't entirely work for me. That is the one thing I would say had some bad dialogue in there. There was some writing that really baffled me, because the rest of the show is done so well, and the pacing of it does feel very off with the rest of the series as well. I don't know what it was about that second episode. I almost checked out. Luckily, I stuck around for the rest of the series, which won me back immediately and kept me through the rest of the season. And the second episode, even though I didn't like that one as much, the story elements in there do still need to be in the show, so you cannot go without it. So I don't really know what you do about that. I guess just edit it together better, write it better. I don't know, but yeah, this series was a stunning achievement, and it actually has a finale that is just such a banger of an episode. And really, the last 2 episodes go hand in hand. And I did criticize the weekly release of 2 episodes at a time at first, but as it went on, I actually found that it played really well. I loved all these new characters. I love the detective story. I think one of the most important things to take away from this is you can watch this show and take the Maul Shadow Lord title off of it and just call it Star Wars, and I would just buy that this is just Star Wars, right? Like, this is through and through Star Wars. It's not Star Wars with Goonies. It's not Star Wars with Proxy Boba Fett or whatever the gimmick has been. I feel like for all these shows, this one doesn't really have that sort of gimmick going for it. It just feels like somebody, and actually everybody who was making the show and working on the show, just wanted to make very good Star Wars, and I found that to be such a breath of fresh air. It's the type of show the brand just should have been doing from the get-go, to be honest with you. I don't know why we didn't get more like this jumping off, but I guess some of those other shows had to walk so this one can run. I hesitate to call this one the best animated series yet. It is probably the best made. I think there's a good argument there, but I do have a soft spot for Star Wars Rebels. I think I still rank that as #1 in my animated Star Wars series rankings. Well, guys, that's all I have about this. Let me know what you thought of Maul Shadow Lord. Did you watch it? Did you enjoy it? Were you looking forward to it before you jumped into it? Let me know all that in the comments below. Will you watch it based on this review? If you guys like what you saw here today, please hit the like button below, subscribe to the channel, leave some feedback in the comment section, share this with your friends, hit the bell for notifications. My name is Dom. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you guys later.